Hello, and thank you for tuning in to another ROFFS update of the ocean conditions using sea surface temperature and chlorophyll data from April 20th through 21st, 2024. Overall, the Gulf Stream is approximately 81, extending through the Florida Straits, and 78, 79 extending past North Carolina. We will start to the south and work our way north here. So looking off of the Keys, and we'll zoom in a little bit. We can see here the Gulf Stream pushed off to the south, outside of the 150, 200 fathom range here. It looks like there's an eddy well west of Key West here, and then again some smaller rotations here off of the remainder of the Keys. Relatively large pocket of cooler water here, indicating again another rotation here off of Key Largo. To the north, again, it's relatively difficult to see through the Florida Straits here just because everything gets pinched, but we'll take a look at the chlorophyll data to see if we can see any features. Let's see here. It looks like there is at least some rotation here off of the Sebastian to Melbourne area there, south of Cape Canaveral. We can see a relatively large eddy here off of the St. Augustine, Jacksonville area, as well as another one a little bit further north here off of Savannah. Relatively stable conditions to the north off of Georgetown and Charleston, and then a relatively large circulation here off of the Cape Fear to Georgetown area. Another relatively large eddy here off of the Cape Lookout to Cape Hatteras area. And then this significantly cooler water north getting brought to the south from Labrador Current, and a relatively hard edge here extending north past Cape Hatteras. Looking to the south off the Bahamas real quick, a relatively similar pattern as we've been seeing, kind of this cooler, cleaner water pushing inshore and then splitting to the north and to the south off of Abaco and northern Eleuthera. Some of this cooler water has also been observed extending south into the northern Abaco to Walker's area, and then it splits east and west, essentially creating some favorable edges here. So then let us look at the corresponding chlorophyll data, starting to the south. Again, a pretty good solid edge here, inshore off the Keys. Looking north, we can see some smaller rotations here off of the Fort Lauderdale to West Palm Beach area up to Jupiter here. Again, some of this blended water inshore. North of Jupiter, a relatively large eddy here again off of Canaveral down to Melbourne, not quite Sebastian there. Looking north, again, this relatively large feature here off of the St. Augustine area, pushing some nice water inshore over 20 fathoms. This large eddy here off of the Georgetown to Charleston, Savannah area. A large eddy here off of Cape Lookout to Cape Fear. Let's see here. And then another large eddy here off of the Cape Lookout to Cape Hatteras area, and then kind of the normal pattern. Some of this cleaner water will usually push into the bay here for a good opportunity at tuna and wahoo, as well as sailfish. And then again, looking kind of down here at the Bahamas, we can see this Bahamas blue, this, quite a bit cleaner, almost purpley water here, creating some nice edges off of northern Eleuthera, and then Abaco. Inconvenient clouds here right off of central Abaco, but again, this nice little edge here off of northern Abaco to Walkers. So with that, as always, for the most recent analysis for your area, you can give us a call at 321-723-5759. You can order online at ROFFS.com, or you can reach us via email at fishing@roffs.com. Thank you very much. Tight lines.